campers, how are you? It's me, Heather. I'm here for your art lesson today. Today we are going to do a pumpkin inspired by Yayoi Kusama. Have you heard of her? She's come to Washington, D.C. before, and she actually has a pumpkin that looks like this outside of one of the museums on our National Mall. We're going to use her pumpkin as an inspiration for our piece today. Today we're going to paint with watercolors, and then we are going to paint the polka dots of our pumpkin with a fun and interesting tool. We are going to use a Q-tip. Yes, have you ever painted with a Q-tip before? Today I'm going to show you how. All right, let's go over our materials today. All right, the materials that you're going to use is a piece of watercolor paper, some clean water, some black acrylic craft paint. You can pick this up at any store, local store. Some watercolors, a watercolor brush, some masking tape to tape down our paper, some Q-tips. I'm using a paper plate to put my paint on, my acrylic paint, and then a Sharpie marker to draw our pumpkin. All right, let's jump into the tutorial. Okay, to start, we're going to tape down our paper. Since we're putting a lot of watercolor on our paper, we're going to want our paper to be taped down to the table, because if it's not, the watercolor will it will make the paper bow a little bit, make it curl. So we're gonna wanna tape down our paper. You might need an adult to help you with this, or maybe you can do it on your own. All right, we're taped down. Now we're going to draw our pumpkin. We're gonna draw our pumpkin with our Sharpie marker, then we're going to watercolor our pumpkin, and then we're going to add our acrylic paint on top. To draw a pumpkin, I know it's not pumpkin season either, but Yayoi Kusama's pumpkins are popular all year around. We are going to start in the middle of our paper by drawing a long oval. I almost say it looks like a hot dog, okay? It's pretty thick. Looks like it's about 2 to 3 fingers thick. Then I'm going to draw another side to my hot dog. I guess I put a bun on him. Let me finish out this bun. There we go. We have a hot dog and a bun, don't we? So we have 3 layers to our pumpkin. Now I'm going to add another one on the end. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then this one, I'm going to make a little bit smaller. Voila, we have our pumpkin. Now I've got to put a little tip to our pumpkin. And then I'm going to come in here and create some back layers. Awesome. Okay, we've drawn our pumpkin. It's really pretty easy. If you need to, pause the video at any time and finish what you're working on, go ahead and do it. But we're going to move on to the watercolors. All right, I'm going to get my watercolor brush wet, and then I'm going to pick up some of my color. I'm going to paint my pumpkin yellow today because that is the color of Kusama, or Yayoi Kusama's pumpkin. Now, she has been known to paint lots of pumpkins, all different colors. She loves to work with primary colors, which are blues, reds, and yellows. And she loves to use black and white for her details. Yayoi Kusama loves polka dots too. That's one of her signature traits to her artwork, is polka dots. She even wears clothes with polka dots on them. She is quite an interesting artist. Okay, my pumpkin is all done. The yellow is going to dry, and I'm going to paint the background of my painting blue. I think that the blue really contrasts with the yellow well, and also, like I said, Yayoi Kusama loves to work with primary colors. So I'm going to use blue for my background. Remember, when you're painting large areas with watercolor, you want to use the side of your brush, not the tip of your brush. Stroke with the side of your brush. Okay, we have finished painting our pumpkin. Now, we are going to do our circles. So I have a plate here, which already has a little bit of paint on it, and I have my black paint. Shake it first, make sure my lid is on, and load up my plate with some paint. When we look at Yayoi Kusama's work, she usually does a line of polka dots down the center of each of her sections of pumpkin. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to take my black paint and the tip of my Q-tip, and I'm just going to make circles down the middle of each section of my pumpkin. Now, they don't have to be perfect, and I kind of like to make them bigger because part of Yayoi Kusama's work is she uses different sides of polka dots. So we're going to make these a little bit bigger than the ones we're going to put next to it. Okay, Now we have added our polka dots. Let's focus on the background. Yayoi Kusama uses textures that really make her images pop. So for the background, we're going to use our Sharpie marker, and we're just going to create some lines. And how I do that is I just use my marker, and I'm going to just draw 3 or 4 lines coming off the side of my pumpkin, like this. Then I'm going to add some smaller lines in the side of it, in the side of these larger lines, okay? Oh my goodness, adding that texture to the background just really made our pumpkin pop off the paper. All right, I'm going to remove the tape so I can show you my final piece. Okay, here is our pumpkin, inspired by the artist Yayoi Kusama. Feel free to look her up and see all of the different art she has made. Thank you, campers, for joining me for art today. I so appreciate it. I hope you had fun.